I really can't, I know a lot of people are really going to say, I really can't be mad. I really can't be upset about beating the goddamn Indianapolis Colts 54-19 and all that. And, that's cool. That's great and all. Fucking whatever. Congrats. You outscored Jeff Saturday by like 45 fucking points. Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. Um, my main concern, it's cool that we went out there and we did our thing, and we got back at those bitch ass Colts for them shutting us out a few years ago back in 2018. It's cool that we went out there and did our thing with the red, white, and blue, making up for that fucking horrible ass game last year against the Denver Broncos. Yeah, that's cool and all. My main concern at this point of the season is not going out and getting revenge against the Indianapolis Colts or looking good in the red, white, and blues and fucking whatever. My main concern is the postseason and how well we match up or how well we compare to all the other teams in the NFC that are going to make that shit. Fuck no. Listen, the Joneses are still the owners of this team. Okay, I have absolutely no hope or no faith for winning the fucking Super Bowl this year. Um, I don't think we're gonna get further in the postseason than we did last year, if I'm being totally honest with you. And let me just explain myself. And I know we just blew the doors open in this fucking game, and we just beat the shit out of the Indianapolis Colts and blah 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 blah. But I want you to look at the box score from the Eagles and Titans game today and compare it to the box score between the Cowboys and the Colts today. Just do that for me, and you'll realize that the Eagles can play consistent football throughout the game. The Eagles can be a 60-minute football game, a 60-minute football team. They can play 60 minutes worth of football. But what I saw today was the same situation, that the same problem that we had in December last year, where we could only play 15 to 30 minutes of fucking football. But we still won the game and we still blew out our opponents, so there's no issues with this team. Fuck you. Okay? Those first 3 quarters of tonight's game were absolutely fucking grueling to watch. The play calling was pussified. All right, it felt like we did not want to be aggressive at all. Dak Prescott, if you guys were keeping up with my community post during the game, I said Dak Prescott is hard-headed as a motherfucker this offseason. It's just the reads that he makes, the way that he will force the ball into coverage when he shouldn't even be looking at that. It, including just like how off his accuracy was in general a couple times in this game. It's shit like that that really concerns you, or at least it should concern you. But Malik Hooker single-handedly won us this game. Like he got it started with the 2 turnovers, and that's when we blew it the fuck up in this game in the second half. The offense, they were just struggling super badly. And on the defensive side, like penalties in general, I felt like we got a very decent hold on the penalties. The penalties in this game was not an issue. It didn't feel like we were really beating ourselves on the defense. It didn't feel like that was the reason why the Indianapolis Colts were getting some success and making this defense bend throughout those first 3 quarters. But it felt like they knew how to beat us, and that was by picking on Anthony Brown and running the ball with Taylor. And it's scary that it just takes somebody like Jeff Saturday to be able to do that and give this team a very hard time. Um, yeah, I want to talk about Anthony Brown being gone also. Just give me a second. I gotta. Sorry, I had to put my shit on Do Not Disturb mode because people keep messaging me. Um, yeah, I want to talk about Anthony Brown. Apparently, he had an ankle injury. I didn't see it, but I really hope. As much as we fucking hate him, as much as we fucking hate his inconsistencies, as much as we cannot stand Anthony Brown sometimes, I really hope his season is not over. I hope that he can come back at some point, even if it's some point during the postseason, and then we just find his replacement over the offseason, whether if we draft it or if we sign somebody, I don't care. But I really hope his season is not over because I really cannot afford to fucking watch this son of a bitch, Kelvin Joseph, every single week. The lack of the it's like he's on drugs every time he's out there on the field. He just puts such a huge target on his back, Kelvin Joseph does, even with something as simple as special teams. But for him to be a starter, for him to be out there full time on the defense is really going to piss me off because it's like he's out of it every time he steps on the field. He's fucking out of it. He loses focus. It's like he just zones out every single fucking play, and that's why he keeps getting penalties, and that's why he fails to fly under the radar when it comes to something as beautifully simple as just make a tackle on special teams. The guy can't focus. He's out of it. And I don't give a shit if he almost got an interception in this game. I don't trust Anthony Brown, but Anthony Brown has also been here for 6 years. He's been here as long as Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott have been here, and Noah Brown have been here. Okay? I trust Anthony Brown a whole lot more than I trust fucking Kelvin Joseph. 1000%. Maturity in general and on the field as well. Yeah, Deron Bland, that's great. He had a fucking fantastic game, too. Him and Damian Clark, both of those guys were stellar for us today. I really love what I see in 33, Damian Clark. I like him. But if Anthony Brown really is out for the remainder of the season, guys, I'm going to lose my shit if we lose in the fucking wild card round or if we lose in the divisional round because of this worthless son of a bitch, Kelvin Joseph. And I absolutely cannot wait until we find somebody in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or an undrafted free agent to replace Kelvin Joseph because I cannot fucking stand this dude. I've been biting my tongue about him for a while, but the rant is really coming out right now because we're going to see that son of a bitch a hell of a lot more now that Anthony Brown is out. I'm assuming for a while. I don't know any details about his injury, but I am absolutely not fucking looking forward to seeing him more on the field. Special teams is more than enough. Just watching him stumble out on the field and fuck up time and time again every single week, and just do nothing but hurt us. But now to see him on defense is going to be especially infuriating. Yeah, Diggs got beat. That was the first time he really got embarrassed all year. And you got to give it to Matt Ryan. That was the first time I've ever seen that little shoulder shimmy he gave to sell it. That he looked like he was gonna throw the ball, but yeah, Trayvon Diggs he got baited like shit. He got baited like shit on that play, but yeah. Um, yeah, Dak did keep the Colts in this game for sure. The offense was just stalling, like, in general. CeeDee Lamb had a oh my god, dude. CeeDee Lamb in the last month has been absolutely stellar. Okay, I don't know what jersey sales look like because I don't keep up with that bullshit, but I guarantee CeeDee Lamb is, like, probably in the top 5 in, like, jerseys sold in, like, the last month because he has absolutely been on fire. And so if we do pick up Odell Beckham, motherfucking Jr., I hope that we only bring him in as like a slot receiver and that he doesn't take CD's number 1 spot because he is the 88 of this team. Let it be known. I'm not sure if I even want him to take Michael Gallup's spot even. I mean, we'll just see. And Noah Brown. Noah Brown has also come through for us huge several times in this game. I'm just reading some of you all because I've just been ranting like this whole time about Calvin Joseph and just how much I don't trust this offense in December. CeeDee Lamb has absolutely stepped it up. I fucking love that dude so much. Oh my god, he's been going crazy. That touchdown was absolutely insane by CeeDee Lamb. I love what I've seen from him throughout the last few weeks. He's been a monster. Yeah, and if you guys have been keeping up with my community posts, I've been saying, like, you know, I don't want to be that guy, but, you know, to shit on Cowboys fans' parades and whatever and getting their hopes up, blah, 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 having their Law Nation Earl Thomas moment. But if we pick up Odell Beckham Jr., wouldn't that only discourage Kellen Moore from wanting to run the football? Which is what we've been screaming at him to do the entire season and off season. Like, it's just, I don't know. And I feel like, I don't know, he may bring a distraction to the locker room. I have no idea. But, yeah, my main concern is just it's the team only being able to play 15 minutes worth of, well, I won't say the team. I won't throw the defense under the bus. The defense did their thing today. The offense can only play 15 minutes worth of football. 15 to 30 minutes worth of football. And that shit does not fly. It does not fly in the postseason. And if you think I'm bullshitting, if you think I'm just making stuff up, you can watch the San Francisco 49ers game last year and tell me if I'm wrong. Because that's exactly what happened. Run out of time, running out of fucking opportunities, begging for the defense to bail us out over and over and over and over again. Defense in the fourth quarter of this game got like 5 turnovers. They blew it the fuck up in this game big time. But the first 3 quarters, the offense was struggling badly against Jeff Saturday's Colts. Dak Prescott was making some of the most hard-headed reads and the most hard-headed fucking throws I've ever seen. Like, in the last month, that's been his thing. And it's really concerning me. And it's like... And that's another thing that I've been posting about, too. I posted a picture of, like, our win-loss schedule so far this year. You look at all the teams that we beat. They're bad or like fluky, you know, bipolar teams. And the teams that we've lost to were all prove-it games. Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Philadelphia. All the games that we lost last season were prove-it games also. Besides, I guess, the Denver Broncos game. And so I'm really struggling to see how this team is really different compared to last year. I mean, we're using Tony Pollard more. Ooh, it's just internally and just fundamentally, the team looks no different from last year. I don't know. Maybe we've been playing complete games like the whole year, and I've just been getting it wrong. I don't fucking know, But anyways, so anyways, now the headlines we're gonna see for the next 24 hours is, just constantly refreshing Ian Rappaport's fucking Twitter and seeing if the Dallas Cowboys have signed Odell Beckham Jr. yet, and that's all we're gonna hear. And we're not even gonna think about pondering how concerning the offensive struggles were in the first 45 minutes of this fucking 60-minute game, and how, if you fuck it, sign Odell Beckham, but put him as a corner. I would trust Odell Beckham Jr. coming off of an ACL tear. I would trust him as a corner than Kelvin Joseph. So that's seriously where I'm at with that piece of shit. And I just know he's gonna go on Instagram and post, his friends' stories about, oh, look at my boy, Kelvin Joseph. He almost got an interception on this play. Hey, he looked like shit throughout the rest of the game. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Anyways, I need to take this shit off. Here we go. It's Christmas time. Busting out the Santa hat once more. Merry Christmas to everybody. Enjoy this win. Take it for what you will. Take it for what you want. Interpret this as us being clear Super Bowl contenders, even though we have an inconsistent as fuck offense. But I'm going to enjoy watching the highlights nonetheless of this defense just absolutely putting Matt Ryan in the retirement home is whoo boy. And the fact that we did it in the red, white, and blue is very cool also. But I'm not going to shake this. I'm not going to forget about, those struggles and just how much that pisses me off. Yeah, that Michael mentality, that's what I'm concerned about for sure. Yeah, I'm concerned that they're going to want to get Odell Beckham Jr. Priority on the offense, like really early, and get him to pop out, to the fans and sell some fucking jerseys and whatever. But, I mean, that's assuming that we make a deal tomorrow, which we very likely won't, because Odell Beckham Jr. wants like a multi-year deal. But anyways, with that being said, Dak Prescott, you very, very nearly cost the fucking game for us today. You very nearly did. Malik Hooker, along with Deron Bland and the rest of this defense, absolutely saved our offense's ass again. Same shit as last year. You have to. I don't know if he's just trying to bait a defensive pass interference penalty so that we can get more yards or even get the ball at the spot of the foul or whatever. Stop doing that, okay? The Dallas Cowboys historically do not have good luck with the fucking referees, especially not in recent history, okay? So you got to be smarter with the fucking ball, and you got to stop trying to squeeze it into these non-existent windows. I was going to say tight windows. The windows aren't even fucking existent. So with all of that being said, Merry Christmas. Enjoy this win, however you want. Interpret this win however the fuck you want. I don't think I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a community post if the Cowboys end up signing Odell Beckham Jr. I don't know. We'll see what happens. As of now, though, I'm looking on to the Houston Texans, the 1-win Houston Texans next week, 12 o'clock game. And then the week after that is Jacksonville. We're just getting the AFC South treatment this month. And then the biggest game by far of the month is the Philadelphia Eagles on Christmas Eve. I mean, this is the prove it game of all prove it games, in my opinion, this year. We'll see how it goes. Got to get the offense right. Okay, this should be a sign, Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy. You have a month. You have a month and a half even, to get this offense right for the postseason. Okay, last year you had fucking 2 months. This year you have almost the same amount of time, month and a half, to get this shit right, to get the kinks out of this offense, to get everybody on the same page, and to get Dak Prescott to stop making hard-headed fucking reads. And I'm not even gonna say anything else about Calvin Joseph. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good week. Drink Coca-Cola. Merry Christmas. I'll see you all next week.